What is going on, everyone? My name is the California Cougar, and today, oh boy, we all knew this day was coming, and it was a day I was dreading because I get to talk about my top 10 worst movies of 2019. Yes, I went over a bunch of dishonorable mentions and numbers 15 through 11 in a video that came out on Wednesday, so make sure to check that video out first before coming to this one. But today, we're talking about the absolute worst, the top 10 absolute worst. Alright, here we go, guys. What do you guys think is going to be my number one? Make sure to leave it down in the comments below what you think my number one is going to be before we actually get to that. But anyway, let's get right into the top 10 worst movies of 2019. Coming in at number 10, we have a movie that's pretty much a straight-up ripoff of another romance film that came out, I think, in 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, yeah, 2013. Basically, a guy has this romance with an AI character. So, yeah, that should be a giveaway. My number 10 is... Yeah, you want to talk about a movie that's just a straight-up ripoff of Her, and it's an insult to it in just about every single way imaginable. Yeah, JeXY is that movie. John Lucas and Scott Moore. These two are hacks. I'm just going to say that now. They're hacks. The Bad Moms movies, they're horrible. They're not good. This movie, oh my god, it might be even worse than those two movies. Like, you have one scene where the guy is holding the phone, and he has like a charger, and he's like doing this with it. And the phone's like exploding with fireworks and what? Oh my god. So stupid. Adam Devine. I don't know what the guy's doing here. I've seen him funny before, but in this movie, he's just pure cringe. Rose Byrne, come on, you're better than this. Like, and yeah, Spike Jonze, dude, I'm so sorry for what these guys did to you. I really am. John Lucas and Scott Moore, please stop with these cringy comedies. They just don't work. They really don't. So, yeah. Spike Jonze, Joaquin Phoenix, Scarlett Johansson, I'm sorry these guys had to do it to you. I'm sorry. That's why JeXY is my number 10. Coming in at number 9. One of the worst superhero movies I think I've ever seen in my life. Not just this year, not just this decade, but in my entire life. Just shows you how bad this movie is. My number 9. Yeah, Hellboy, more like hell on earth. I mean, really, what were people doing with this? Like, what the hell? This was from the same guy, like Neil Marshall, is that his name? The same guy who did The Descent, which is a fantastic horror movie. And then he went on to do this. And yeah, it's a straight up insult to Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro. It really is. David Harbour, oh my god, what are you doing here, dude? You're better than this. You really are. And the soundtrack to this movie, while I did like the songs in the soundtrack, it was utilized in a way that I just could not get behind. The CGI, oh my god. Yeah, like, it looks like hell because it is hell. That's what this movie is. It's pure hell to watch. I mean, Hellboy's a great name for it because that's just what it is. The jokes are not funny. They're cringy as hell. The gore is boring. Like, how do you make gore boring? And it's over the top. It's so goddamn cheesy. There's really nothing going for this movie at all. Like, you think Dark Phoenix is bad? This is 10 times worse than that. It is one of the worst superhero movies ever. And I think it's worse than Fantastic. I really do. So, yeah, Hellboy, number 9. Anyway, number 8. Rebel freaking Wilson. I tell ya. Like, she's done a few good things this year. Isn't It Romantic was not that bad. I will say that. Despite her being the main lead actress in that movie, it was not bad. And she was actually good in Jojo Rabbit. But her and then Anne Hathaway in this movie, kill me. Yeah, this movie might be called The Hustle. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to hustle the hell away from my screen while I was watching this thing. Because it's just Rebel Wilson doing her stupid fat joke garbage that she always does in every movie. It's that times 10 in this movie. Like, oh, I'm fat. I'm going to fall down because I'm fat. She's the female Kevin James, basically. Like, imagine Paul Blart Mall Cop, right? Kevin James, because he's fat, he falls down a lot. Yeah, Rebel Wilson's in this movie is essentially the female version of that. It's so obnoxious. And you have just so many scenes, like, oh my god. You have the Mexican sister scene, the French fry scene. Oh my god. I'm getting a headache. I need to drink some water. But just so many scenes that made me cringe. Like, I don't even know which scene's the worst. That's how bad this movie is. Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson have no chemistry whatsoever. This is an insult to Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Yeah, fun fact, this is actually a remake of that with female lead characters. And yeah, more feminazi messages shoved down our throat because Hollywood loves doing that for some reason. And I'm all for female-led movies. Star Wars The Force Awakens, Mad Max Fury Road, Aliens, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Frozen. There's so many good ones out there. Inside Out, that's another one. There's so many good ones out there. But when you shove these messages down our throats like this, it's so annoying. So yeah, they just need to stop with that. Hustle's my number 8. Coming in at number 7. Another A24 film. How fitting. This one came out toward the beginning of the year. I don't think a lot of people saw it. Not a lot of people that I knew saw it. But yeah, it's basically pretentious art house garbage, like a lot of A24 movies are. My number 7. It's interesting that this movie's called Climax, and yet there's really no climax. Like, what's the point of that? Anyway, Climax, there's really nothing happening in this movie. It's like 90 minutes long. The pacing is molasses. The characters, like, there's no character at all. It's just people dancing. That's all it is. People dancing for 90 minutes. You have these crazy tracking shots. But, yeah, the music is obnoxious. Like, they're tripping on this drug the whole time. It's like, people get high, they get drunk, they party, they dance around. There's no characterization at all. Yeah, Gaspar, no. Yeah, more like Gaspar, no freaking way I ever want to watch his movies again. Because they're nothing but pretentious art house garbage. Like a lot of A24 films are. So, yeah. Climax, there's no climax at all with it. There really isn't. There's nothing to be excited about with Climax. Ironic that the name is Climax. Still, to this day. But anyway, Climax is my number 7. Moving on. Coming in at number 6. Oh boy, it wouldn't be a worse list without this movie on here. Yeah, this was a late entry onto the worst list. It came out in December. But I saw it. I was unlucky enough to see this in theaters. Kill me. And yeah, we decided to see this instead of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker that day. And I saw this before Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Ugh. Cats. Yeah, Cats was a thing. Remember when this movie was supposed to be an animated film directed by Steven Spielberg? Oh man, I can only imagine like how good that movie could have been. Instead, we got this. A bunch of CGI humanoid cats who are horny and want to scissor each other and want to have sex and they sing and they sing again. And there's human freaking cockroaches. Just stop right there. Oh my god. And yeah, this movie also features Rebel Wilson. How delightful. And James Corden. Yeah, two people that love their fat jokes, that's for sure. Oh my god. Like, this movie's nightmare-inducing. It really is. It's freaking nightmare-inducing. It's trash. There's no plot. There's no character. Idris Elba's in it for like 8 seconds. Taylor Swift is barely in the movie, too. This has one of the worst ensemble casts ever. Like, Judi Dench looks like a freaking lion from Wizard of Oz. It's so bad. Like, the CGI is horrible. I don't know how this was on the short list for Best Visual Effects at the Oscars. I don't know how that's possible. And yet Godzilla King of the Monsters and Ad Astra weren't. How is that possible? I can't even fathom that. But yeah, Beautiful Ghosts is a horrible song. This movie's absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst things ever. It's nightmare-inducing. It's insomnia-inducing. Yeah, good luck getting out of bed in the morning with this stuff in your head. Oh my god, there's just not enough bad things to say about Cats. Yeah, Tom Hooper, dude, I've never been a fan of him, but with this, he hit a new low. He definitely hit a new low. So yeah, Cats is my number 6. Moving on to number 5. Oh my god. Can we stop with the teen romance movies, please? With all the, like, stupid, like, sad, sappy pop songs. I think you guys know what my number 5 is. After. Yay. More teen, sappy romance movies. Wonderful. Why? Why does this movie exist? Why? This is one of the worst teen romance movies I think I've ever seen. Josephine Langford, oh my god, she's horrible. Hero finds Tiffin, is that his name? Like, the guy that plays Hardin? Yeah, like, Josephine Langford basically wants to date this guy because he's hot. Even though she has a boyfriend already. Like, by the way, that boyfriend's actually, like, the only redeeming aspect of this entire movie. The songs played in this movie, oh my god, so pretentious. Not to mention, she's, like, Josephine Langford just acts like a stuck-up, annoying, stupid, spoiled little bitch the whole time. And then Hardin's like this emo douchebag hot guy, typical, like, he just wants her so that he can, you know, have control of her. Like, 50 Shades... It's 50 Shades minus 2.0 pretty much. That's what this is. And yeah, this movie romanticizes cheating. Screw you, movie! Anyway, After, it's everything I hate about teen romance movies. Awful lines of dialogue. So many sappy scenes. They try and make us feel sorry for Josephine Langford's character. I'm like, no. You don't get to make us feel sorry for her after she cheats on her boyfriend. Stupid cheating bitch. Yeah, no, that does not fly with me. So yeah, After's my number 5. Coming in at number 4, this is where we get to, the absolute worst of the worst. Get ready for some ranting here, because I'm about to lose my goddamn mind. My number 4, this director's career, I want to set it on fire. Because when I was watching this movie, like, it was a dumpster fire. Flames were rising higher. And everything else caught on fire. Because this movie was... Yeah, notice all the references to fire that I made before talking about this movie. But yeah, John Cena, dude, you're so much better than this. Stick to the R-rated comedies, because your PG stuff does not work. And Keegan-Michael Key, I don't know what he's doing with his career. He's been in some bad stuff lately. At least he had Toy Story 4 earlier this year. John Leguizamo, oh my god. And who is the guy that played the Axe character? Yeah, he doesn't speak in the entire movie, and then he starts singing operatic My Little Pony. Time for another drink. Kill me. Kill me. The comedy in this movie does not work at all. Other than one scene where John Cena is like getting up and he nails his head on a bunk bed and the bunk falls on him. Other than that, there's nothing that works. The kids, especially the little girl, oh my god. Yeah, I have a boom boom. I have a boom boom. Can someone just drop a nuclear bomb on her, please? Oh my god. Like, that's how big of a pain in the ass she was. Brianna Hildebrand's character, oh my god, she's a stuck-up, annoying little bitch. And then, of course, John Cena has to get the hot chick at the end. So yeah, like, this movie's not a Happy Madison film, but it feels like a Happy Madison film. So yeah, Playing with Fire, Playing with Feces is my number 4. And Andy Fickman, please stop making movies. You suck. Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2, and now this. Stop. Anyway, we're on to the top 3, folks. Oh boy, these are the 3 movies that made me want to just... Oh my god, that made me want to stop watching movies. These are the big 3 that I gave zeros to. Coming in at number 3, starting off with this movie. I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did a bad job of portraying the Sharon Tate Manson murders, whatever you want to call them. I owe Once Upon a Time in Hollywood an apology, because this movie did it worse. Oh my god, you want to talk about just a straight up insult to Sharon Tate and the Manson murders. Hilary Duff doesn't even look like Sharon Tate. At least Margot Robbie looked the part. Like, Hilary Duff looked nothing like Sharon Tate. She didn't fit the part. Her acting could not be more over the top and bland. The scares don't work at all. This movie just... The less we talk about this movie, the better. That's really the best way I can put it. And the ending. Yeah, you want to talk about a 47 meters down level ending? Yeah, you thought the ending to 47 meters down was bad. This pulls that and makes it 10 times worse. So, yeah. The haunting of Sharon Tate, the haunting of my brain... because that's what this movie was. It haunted me forever because of how bad it is. So yeah, Haunting of Sharon Tate. The less I talk about this movie, the better. That's why it's my number 3. Alright, folks, the top 2. We are into the top 2, and honestly, they could have been interchangeable. I ranted on both of these movies on my channel. But anyway, my number 2. This contains one of the most unlikable characters I think I've ever seen in a movie, and yet he somehow gets away with everything that he does. My number 2 worst movie of 2019 is... The Beach Bum-Ass, as I like to call it. Because Matthew McConaughey's bum-ass is in this movie. And he plays a freaking bum. Yeah, I guess that's appropriate, the beach bum. But, yeah. Matthew McConaughey, he plays an unlikable douchebag. And he wins a freaking Pulitzer Prize. No. Alright, fine. I'll continue talking about this dumpster fire of a movie. But anyway... He gets away with everything scot-free, commits so many heinous crimes, he's unlikable. There's nothing good about him. Snoop Dogg and oh my god, Martin Lawrence in this movie. Jesus freaking Christ. Yeah, giving parrots cocaine. jumping off a boat into water to swim with dolphins, even though they were clearly sharks. Stupid idiot. Yeah, he deserved to get attacked by those sharks, by the way. The sound design in this movie is awful. The editing is trash. The cinematography is horrible. The technical aspects of this movie don't work at all. I don't know, like, there's no plot. There's no point to this movie. The story is incoherent, makes no sense. There's, like, almost nothing that happens in this movie. And of the things that do happen in this movie, it's just Matthew McConaughey committing these deplorable acts, somehow getting away with all of them, and winning a Pulitzer Prize at the end. Screw you! Don't try and pull that BS on me, movie. But yeah, The Beach Bum, it's one of the worst things ever. It's absolutely horrible. Getting away with everything. Stupid movie. Stupid, stupid, stupid. The soundtrack, oh my god. You want to talk about like one of the most pretentious soundtracks ever. That's what this movie is. There's nothing good about The Beach Bum. That's why it's my number 2. Alright, here we are, guys. We've reached that point in the video where it's time to talk about my number 1 worst movie of 2019. This movie came out in the summer, and when I reviewed this movie, my review of this movie has almost 700 views. It's my most viewed movie review to date, and it got me a ton of backlash. But you know what? I don't really care how much backlash it got to me because I was being honest. I wasn't holding anything back. I stand by everything I said in that review. And I'm going to be repeating a lot of it here because that's how much I hate this piece of garbage. But anyway, my number 1 worst movie of 2019. Here it is, everyone. My number 1 worst movie of 2019 is... I mean, you guys had to know this was coming. You had to know it was coming. I talked about it, like this rant, the rant I did on this movie was almost 30 minutes long. So yeah, you guys know how much I hate this movie and how much I hate this director. Ari Asswipe, as I like to call him. Ari Aster, the director that did Hereditary, follows up with Midsommar, or Midsuckass, as I like to call it. Yeah, basically take every A24 trope and throw it into a 147-minute movie. Oh my god. You want to talk about a movie that was torturous to get through. It was the first movie in many years that I actually walked out of. I went to see this in theaters with a friend of mine. She wanted to walk out. I followed her. I couldn't blame her at all. It was the first movie I walked out of in so many years. So yeah, it had to be number 1. It just had to be. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Florence Pugh could not be more over the top. I don't know why people think she was good. Like, people thought she should have gotten an Oscar nomination? No. Give me a break. She was absolutely horrible in this movie. Like, who was the guy that played Christian? Jack Rayner? He was horrible. The rest of the cast was horrible. The cinematography was awful. Like, just bright lights in your face. Annoying color palette. The sound design, oh my god. The musical score, dear god. You want to talk about ear rape. This score would go on for like 5 to 10 minutes at a time and just totally destroy your ears. And some of the sequences in this movie. You have a guy jumping off a cliff at like 72 years old. The rituals make no sense. Like, Florence Pugh becomes the May Queen at one point because she won like a dancing competition or something. I don't know. It was so stupid. Like, A24 has some sort of fetish with pies as well, because the pie scenes in this movie are, like, you thought the scene in A Ghost Story where the one girl, where Rooney Mara eats a pie for 8 minutes, you thought that was pretentious? This is even more pretentious. And then, of course, we get to the climax of this movie, The third act with the sex scene, all the moaning, like, oh my god. And of course it rips off the Wicker Man with the bear. Everything is set on fire. I want this movie to burn in a fire. Like, to send it through the fire and flames, carry on so far away, all that good stuff. Get this thing the hell away from me, as far away as possible. This is, without question, the worst movie I saw in 2019. I don't know why anybody thinks this movie is good. I really don't understand. It has an 84 on Rotten Tomatoes. 84! 80 freaking 4! That's higher than some of the movies on my best of the year list. How? How? How is that possible? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to have to finish up the whole water bottle. This is a 1 liter water bottle here, guys. I might have to finish this thing. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought The Beach Bum was bad. I thought The Hustle was bad. Playing with Fire, Haunting of Sharon Tate, Hellboy, After, all of these movies. I thought a lot of these movies were bad. This one takes the freaking cake for how bad this thing is. It's the worst A24 film to date. It's one of the worst films. It's one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. Ari Aster's a hack. I'm just going to say that now, and I don't care how much backlash that gets me. Because I'm being honest here. I'm giving my honest thoughts. Remember, these are my honest thoughts here. I don't know why people in my comment section on my rant on this movie didn't understand that. Because they just wanted to be dicks, I guess. But yeah. Midsommar is without question the worst movie of 2019. I'm just glad I never have to talk about it ever again after this. Oh wait, I still have the worst of the decade to cover. Damn it! But anyway, yeah, I'm done talking about Midsommar for now. It's horrible. Let's just end this video. And there it is, guys. There are my top 10 worst movies of 2019. Oh, thank God that's over. I don't have to talk about these movies anymore. At least most of them, until I get to the worst of the decade. Yay. Anyway, guys, what did you think of my list? Leave it down in the comments below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? Again, if you disagree, which I'm sure a lot of you will, especially with Midsommar at number 1, but if you disagree, that's fine. That really is fine. But again, just please don't be a dick in the comments about it. Don't be like those little kids on my Midsommar rant that like made up these weird names like Duck Boy and Dinosaur Boy or whatever the hell it was. Like, don't be like those people that just make accounts just to troll you. So yeah, anyway guys, leave your top 10 worst down below in the comments. What are your top 10 worst movies of 2019? Leave it down in the comments. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button on this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content to come in the future. There's a few things I kind of want to talk about. There's a whole thing going on in baseball with the Astros right now that I might talk about. You also have the NFL. There's the conference championship games this weekend. But yeah, a couple videos. And then, of course, sometime in the future, I'll be talking about my top 10 best and worst movies of the decade. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, anyway, subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit that notification bell down below. And until my next video, once again, my name is the California Cougar. And always remember to stay California cool. Peace.